When you face a difficult challenge, how do you internalize it? Do you feel energized by the obstacle, or do you immediately feel like an imposter? Decades of psychological research show that success is defined by how you respond to failure and effort. This framework, developed by Dr. Carol Dweck, moves the focus away from the idea of inborn, natural talent. By the end of this session, you will have constructed a personalized mindset shift action plan to apply to a current real-life obstacle. You'll need a pen and paper. Divide your page into 3 columns and label them Start Doing, Stop Doing, and Change. Shifting away from a fixed mindset is an active, structural process. Setting up this physical framework is the necessary first step in overriding default psychological habits. Step 1. Diagnose your baseline. To change a mindset, you must first accurately measure where you currently stand. Consider these 2 statements. On one side, your intelligence is something basic you can't change. On the other, you can always substantially change how intelligent you are. Tally whether you lean toward a fixed trait or a developed one. Everyone operates with a mixture of both mindsets. You might believe your intelligence is fluid, but view your artistic talent as fixed. If you leaned toward a fixed view in this assessment, that is normal. It is the specific reason this framework is necessary. Honest self-awareness is the required diagnostic prerequisite. You have to identify the habit before you can grow past it. Step 2. Isolate a challenge. At the top of your page, write down one specific current challenge or a recent setback. This could be a failed project phase, a presentation that didn't go well, or a skill you are struggling to master. Step 3. Rewrite your self-narrative. A fixed mindset creates a specific behavior. It transforms a single negative action, I failed, into a permanent identity, I am a failure. A growth mindset neutralizes failure. It treats a setback purely as informational feedback required for you to acquire a new skill. Look at how this narrative is rewritten. We take the thought, I'm just not a good public speaker, and replace it with, I am a novice learning how to speak publicly, and this feedback is a resource. Now, write down your own reframed sentence. Transform your isolated challenge from a judgment of your ability into an opportunity for learning. When you decouple your identity from the outcome of an event, you gain the psychological freedom to take risks without damaging your self-esteem. Step 4. Set an effort-based goal. You must distinguish between outcome-based goals, which you cannot entirely control, and goals based strictly on effort. Elite accomplishment requires grueling labor. Innate talent provides the starting point, but the visible struggle you see here is the actual engine of mastery. Draft one specific goal related to your challenge that depends entirely on your daily effort rather than the final result. Instead of writing, get an A on the final, you would write, spend 30 minutes practicing my presentation out loud every Tuesday. Step 5. Complete the commitment matrix. Look at the 3 columns you drew earlier. In the Stop Doing column, identify the fixed mindset habits holding you back. This includes hiding your deficiencies from others or blaming external factors for your mistakes. In Start Doing, list the new behaviors you will adopt. For example, you might start asking your colleagues for direct constructive criticism on your drafts. Finally, in Change, list existing reactions that need adjustment. You could commit to taking a breath and saying thank you before responding to difficult feedback. This matrix bridges the gap between theory and execution. It gives you a concrete behavioral roadmap for your growth. You have now deconstructed an intimidating problem into a manageable, effort-driven action plan. Regardless of your starting point, persistent effort is the catalyst that turns your potential into actual accomplishment. Tape this Start, Stop, and Change plan in a visible location at your workspace to serve as a daily anchor. Commit to executing the first item in your Start Doing column within the next 24 hours. The shift to a growth mindset happens through practice. It's the compounding result of consistently choosing the friction of effort over the safety of comfort.